Welcome, my name is Joe. Today we will ease into the 7th chakra, crown. Before we begin, I want you to know that 2 blocks and 2 blankets will help quite a bit today. Whatever you can find that will help in your house. So if you want to keep that in mind, those will come in handy. And they'll come in handy immediately because I want to begin this class with a few-minute meditation. So get comfortable. The 2 blankets help me quite a bit to lift the sternum, to relax the legs. You can cross your legs. Sometimes side saddle for me was a little easier in the beginning because my hips weren't so open. If you want to sit in a chair, you may. It's only for a few minutes, my friend. As comfortable as you can. Okay, let's lift that sternum. Let's take the shoulders back down and low. Relax the hands. Sometimes I spin them up, sometimes I make a mudra, sometimes I bring them in. There's many ways, places, whatever feels calming, soothing, and peaceful for you. Begin to maybe ease the eyes. Sometimes if there's a lot on my mind, closing the eyes only makes this a little bit more intense. So I'll soften the lids and I'll look for a place. Maybe it's a place on the floor, on the wall, somewhere I can focus my eyes. Just let the gaze stay there. If you can, close them all the way. That's another opportunity. Now ease into the breath. I like to pull it in a little slower, release. Slow too. I like to draw that breath to the depths. Release it as much as I can. There's a duality to the 7th chakra. There's one in which you can manifest your reality through states of meditation. That's where I recommend to ease the eyes and begin. Manifest future. See yourself, goals, your intentions. See them growing, being. Watch yourself living. Be happy, challenging, bright, blissful, achievable, dreams, wishes, goals. Be with them. Next few minutes. Allow sweet thoughts to come in. we can circle, oval, spin. Let's keep that lightness. Let's keep those dreams, the sweetness as we move through this. So circle and whirl the other way. Scan. Feel, sense, be conscious. Come into the center, lift the shoulders up high, release back down to low. Round and around you go. Understand the truth, the insight within you. As you roll the other way, this will allow you to move to a high state, an elevated one. One more spin. As you lean over to the right, forward and left you go. The element today is thought itself. Your thoughts are powerful. They literally alter the world around you. This is where we use those thoughts to bring manifestation, but also the other duality. We go into states of detachment, letting go. Ease into the center as you cross your legs the opposite way. As you push the hands forward, open, come down, all the way around to a gentle pulse. Stand up far and release down low. And we'll move through both of these dualities. The pendulum will swing. Bring the hands together as you open the other way and release down low. And we're going to take this practice into maybe a place that you didn't know. We're going to step out of the box, out of the mat. We're going to expand a little bit more. As you lace the hands, push the palms and roll. Up high and down low. I want you to know, as we roll, rotate the other way. Positions and transitions are gifts and they're designed to modify. And if you can't do a pose, don't be hung up on perfection. Be kind, be fair to yourself too. So you ease the hands down as you lean over to the left, forward and right you go. Takes time for the body but also the mind. As you circle and roll the other way. Peacefully tuning in. One more spin. Okay, as we expand, bend the knees up. I might slide off the blankets and come forward, and then back you go. Go with the flow. Do what you can. As you circle and roll the other way, pull the hands in and open up wide. This is a practice of connecting into your crown, your royalty, your gifts, your value. As you pull the hands in, as you extend out the right leg, pull the left foot inside, Take the left hand out far. Send forward, over and around. To the ground, up high to the crown. Again. As you circle and whirl the other way. Allow yourself to move into this with a balanced state. Allow the mind to relax as you ease the left hand down as you bend back the right leg and spiral and mix. Round and around you go like this. It has taken me over 20 years. So if you're new, do what you can. It's a great journey, my friend. And wherever you are in your practice, that's your excellence. It's your best. Don't judge so much. Try to embrace where you are. Embrace the journey. Just being on this path is huge. And as you extend out the left leg, roll into the thigh and the knee. Round and around you go. And remember when I started my path many years ago, I told all of my family and friends, you have to do this thing called yoga. It's so amazing. I told everyone at the grocery store, wherever I was at, I'm doing this thing called yoga. It's absolutely amazing. You should try it. As you ease into the center, as you extend out the right leg, massage into the knees, the ankles, the back, the hips. When you're ready, you'll know. As you circle and roll the other way, you'll find yoga. I believe this is true. And when you're not, and that's fine. No one is better than anyone else. This yoga is a gift. As you ease into the center like this, as you pull the right foot inside, release the right hand out far, forward, over, and down. The movements, the mindfulness we all have our own deep connection and path. And as you circle and whirl the other way like this, don't get distracted if the poses are too much and if you cannot do them. Go with the flow. And that means letting go of the pose and willing to build up into it. Give yourself that. Give yourself that respect, that honor, that dignity, that morality. As you bring the right hand down, as you bend back the left leg, spiral and mix. There's a lot of complex things externally. Maybe we can make the internal path a little bit more simple, a little bit more fair, equal, that we all can access this when we're ready. I believe that to be true. As you roll into the center, as you extend out the left leg, roll into the left leg and the right leg. Right leg, around and around you go. I'm still making mistakes, but I can laugh now at my mistakes. In the beginning, that was not so. I would get very frustrated when I did yoga. there was a lot of ego. So ease into center. See if you can bring the bottoms of the feet together and spiral and mix. I didn't give up though I didn't understand exactly what's the long-term path, what is going to be given to me, what is destination. That was the confusing part as you circle and whirl the other way. I could never figure out where's the destiny, where is this heading to? Shangri-La, Nirvana, just give me that, and that was not given. Do I get a trophy? Do I get a belt? What happens when I get to the highest states of yoga? As you ease into the center, let's see if we can slowly begin to come onto hands and knees. You could use 2 blankets. You can use one. Go for one. And I'm going to bring these ones back for a little bit later. We'll use these. I've got an extra present for you today. Just towards the end. Okay, let's begin. Let's slowly sink your hips forward. Lift the head, breathe them in, and then push them back. Forward and back we go. Ease into the wrists, the shoulders, the hips, the legs. Maybe ease the gaze. Forward and back you go. Taking this practice to the next step. Take it into the 7th level. Circle, spin, chakra, wheel. As you push the hips forward, see if you can stay. Roll the shoulder blades back. Breathe deep. Breathe slow. Know that if you ever need to stop, if that's where the body wants to go, allow your needs and your wants to happen easily. And you can just push back into child's pose so easily and stay. This is not a competition, it's not a contest. This is an internal journey, and destination is not known. We all have our own destiny. I recommend to ease the eyes and breathe deep and slow though. If it gets a little bumpy along the way, you always push back like this and stay. Okay, let's ease into downward facing dog. Hands and toes, shift side to side. Bending one knee and then the other. Shifting the hips. Maybe push your heart a little closer to the one knee, then the other. Pushing the tailbone up. Easing the head, relaxing the neck. Maybe even bringing the top of your head down to the mat, the crown. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. Good. Let's come forward into a plank position. Let's lower down knees, hips, or torso. Let's slowly come up into a low Cobra or a little bit higher with that. And feel extend. Okay, downward facing dog we come. Now, let's take our blanket and then let's bring it off to the side. So take the front edge of our yoga mat and then walk our feet into the middle. And then grab your yoga mat, slide it in, all the way to the other side, to the end. Then roll your yoga mat up. That's how you keep a clean yoga mat. If you must know. Then bring that yoga mat somewhere to the side. Now you're going to want a surface that is smooth. And if you have to move or rub or whatever that may be, keep that in mind. Roll this up too. Everything nice and clean. Okay, we'll bring this over there. Okay. All right. Yoga blankets. Try to fold it like this, and you're going to need about 4 feet in front of you and 4 feet behind you. It kind of depends on how tall you are, but that's what we're doing. If you are doing this with family members or with friends, I recommend to face each other or make a circle. This is a wonderful one to do in a group. Okay, so let's begin. We're going to step right behind the blanket. With the feet. We're going to bring the hands all the way together to the heart. We're going to bend the knees. Now, if you just stay like this during the whole movement, the vinyasa, the Tibetan salutation, you'll be engaging your core, your quads, and this is a great pose. If you need to stop, you could always just come like this and be, and then you can join. Come back in. If you need to push back into child's position, you could always ease down to the ground too. Keep that in mind. Okay, let's begin. Let's lift the hands up high, open wide. Exhale, fold. Come up halfway. Maybe slide the hands on the shin, lift the head, breathe them in. Exhale, fold. Slide the blanket forward with your hands upon it. Come into a plank position. Now, maybe the first one, be very gentle as you lower your knees onto the ground. Then dip the heart. Easy, low. Now from here, we're going to roll up into a Cobra. Good. Now we're going to curl the toes. We're going to come back into a plank position and try to slide one edge in at a time. All the way till it's in the middle. We're going to stand onto the blanket. And bring the hands in. Okay, good. Ease up. Open wide. Exhale. Just one time. Up halfway. Exhale, fold. Bring the hands down. Slide the legs back. Put the blanket. Lower down knees, hips, heart, or lower whole torso. Roll up. Breathe into Cobra. Good. Now come back into that push-up position. Bend your knees and slide the blanket in. Stand. Reach the hands up high. Step off the blanket. Bring the hands into the heart. Reach up. Open wide. Exhale, fold. Up halfway. Good. Exhale, fold. Slide the hands forward. Lower down knees, hips, heart, torso. Roll up into Cobra. Good. Now, maybe curl the toes, and then let's see if you can slide both of the blankets in. Ooh, and stand. Reach up high. Bring the hands into the heart. Step onto the blanket, bend into the knees. Ease up, open wide, forward fold. Up halfway. Exhale, fold. Slide the hands onto the ground, slide the legs back. Knees, hips, or torso. Your choice. Roll up. Good. As we come into a plank position, try to keep your legs straight and slide the blankets in. Reach up, step off the blanket. Ooh. Bend into knees. Reach up, open wide, forward fold. Up halfway. Bring the hands onto the blankets. Knees, hips, heart, torso. It's your choice. Roll up. Breathe in, Cobra. See if you can slide all the way back then. Stand onto the blanket. Bend into knees. Reach the hands up. Open wide. Forward fold. Up halfway. Ease the hands down. Slide the legs back. Come down and round. Try to keep the legs straight. Slide the legs in. Stand. Now if you really want to challenge yourself, step off the blanket. Hands into the heart, bend the knees. Reach up high. Open wide. Forward fold. Up halfway. Exhale, slide forward. Lower down and stop about 2 or 3 inches. Then roll up. Good. Suspend. Slide. Body doesn't touch the ground. As you ease up, step onto the blanket. Bend into the knees. Reach. High. Swan dive. Up halfway. Exhale, bring the hands down. Slide the legs back. Ease down. Pause. Don't touch the ground. Roll up. Then slide the legs in. Stand. Step off the blanket. Bend into knees. Reach up. Forward fold. Up halfway. Slide forward. Lower. Your way. Breathe in. Slide the blanket in. Stand. Step on the blanket. Bend into knees. Reach up. Open wide. Forward fold. Up halfway. Ease the hands down. Slide the legs back. Ease down. Round. Slide in. Stand. Step off the blanket. Ease into the heart. Roll up. Exhale. Up halfway. Forward we glide. Woo. Up high, step on the blanket. Bend into knees. Ease up. Forward fold. Up halfway. Slide back. Ease the legs in. Stand. Step off the blanket. Ease low. Reach high. Forward fold. Up halfway. Slide forward. lower. Try to ease your eyes. Breathe in, slide in, stand to the blanket, to the heart. Reach up, forward fold. Up halfway, slide the legs. Ooh. Try to do this next one with your eyes closed. Reach the hands up, open wide, forward fold. Up halfway, exhale. Hands on the blanket, slide forward, lower, roll up, slide in, stand onto the blanket. Bring the hands into heart. Reach up, forward fold. Up halfway, ease the hands down, slide, and ease to ground. Round, slide in, stand, step off the blanket, onto the floor. One more, reach up, forward fold. Up halfway, slide forward. Lower, roll. Trust the universe, my friend. Stand. Bring the hands onto the blanket, feet on the blanket, hands into knees. Reach up, forward fold. Up halfway, ease the hands down, slide the legs back, come down, round, slide in, stand, step off the blanket, bend into the knees, lift the sternum, ease the eyes. Concentrate, focus on your breath. Try to slow it down, pull it in deeper. Okay, let's take the hands up high, open wide, forward fold, up halfway, fold, grab your blanket, and stand. Whew, okay, shake it out anyway. Let's grab your yoga mat. Let's bring it back onto the floor. You have to move a rug like me. Take your time. Okay. All right. Heart should be racing a little bit. Should be beating out. All right. Okay. Let's come on to the hands and knees. And let's maybe ease back into child's pose. You could use 2 blankets, you could use 1. Try to let go, tuck the chin, ease the head. As we ease up onto the hands and knees, let's slowly begin to see if we can curl the toes underneath and sit back on the high heels with that. Now sometimes this is intense. Yes, you can use the blocks on either side with this to take the pressure away. If that's too much, you could always just push the hips to the heels with the hands down low like this. But if you can, sit. Feel the feet, the heels on the tailbones. Feel the groundedness with this. The movements are designed to pull you in, but also bring clarity to the mind. To bring openness, a vastness. Breathe into this. The duality of the seventh chakra is in the thought. Let's lean now towards less is more. Less thoughts, more openness. Let go. Be with the breath, as simple as that. Okay. As we come forward, you might want to tap your toes on the mat below. And then march the knees forward. Now, sometimes I like to bring my ankles on top of the blankets and the tops of the feet are now on the ground, so my feet are flat. You can stay like that. If you want a little bit more, you can move the blanket away. Once again, you can sit with this. If you want to. Sit with moments, nothingness, or less. Hopefully your mind is a little bit more calm and open to appreciate less. As we come forward, maybe lift the feet and shake the feet out and away. Okay, now curl the toes, lift the knees. Bring the hands in. If this is a little too deep, try coming up. Well, come all the way up like this into squat position. Come down a little bit lower. And you can sink even a little bit more. Now, if you want to stay, you may. Since it is the 7th chakra, the crown chakra, I want to show you something that's a little bit challenging. But in time, give your wrists, your shoulders, your balance. You might be able to bend your elbows, bring your knees, and then ease forward, maybe take a toe or two. Now, this for me in the beginning was absolutely amazing when I saw it. And I finally had a destination. This is where I wanted my yoga to go. And so I tried to do this pose. And I found an easy way to do this. It's very safe. And if you want to try this, you have to bring the top of your head literally to the ground. Okay, so let me demo this. See if it resonates with you if you're ready. So instead of lifting toward to immediately, I bring the top of the head down. And then I lift the feet off the ground. Now, if you have any neck situations, shoulders or wrists, I'm not going to recommend this. But this helped me. Okay? So I put the top of the head down and take the feet because eventually I was able to lift the head from there. I was so worried about falling forward that I realized if I started forward with good intention, then if I came back, my needs and my wants would happen easily. That's the key. Sometimes the destination is not where we're heading to. It's the middle ground, it's the journey. So once again, if you want to give this a try, bring the head down, lift the feet off the ground. And then when you're ready, come up with that. Into your crown. Good, okay. Let's ease. Back down. Let's shake these legs out and away. Okay. Let's give a nice stretch to these legs. Let's bend the left knee. Let's grab the left foot. If you can lace and to embrace, I'm going to take the left leg. I'm going to try to extend it out and lift the heart and the head. Maybe grab a hold of the left foot with the right hand. Take the left hand back. And now you've got a little twist like this. If you have to bend the knee, absolutely. Good. Come forward. Let's ease the left leg down. Okay, shake it out and away. Bend into the right knee. Let's grab the right foot. And let's lift. Less is more. That was a hard one for me in the beginning. But I found the less that I thought and the more I just allowed the practice. The higher I felt, more bliss. If you were to grab the right foot with your left hand and twist to the right, you may. You would take the right arm back. forward. Let's lower that right leg. And shake it out and away. Okay, so I did mention something of a present. And it is. And if you got your 2 blocks, you can use books. But you want to get them like this and in front of you, about a foot away from your pelvis. Okay? Now, I'm going to turn to the side to give you a little better view on how to build this. You want to keep facing it forward like that. You're going to grab one of your blankets, something like this, and you're going to fold it so it's a cube. And bring that cube onto the block further from you. Take the other blanket, just like this. Bring that blanket onto the block closest to you, and then tuck that underneath. Now, I call this Stairway to Heaven. You probably weren't imagining the Stairway to Heaven to look like this. But watch. I'm going to bring this back in front of me. Hopefully you got a good view. Okay, so I'm going to turn around. And I'm going to gently slide my hips right up against. And I'm going to lay. I'm going to try to relax my arms out and my legs. The ascension to heaven, to the universe. Just relax the physical body. You allow thought. You allow spirit to slowly detach. It's kind of like it's slowly lifting. This physical form momentarily and suspend, ascend and float. It's a thought, that's all it is. Breathe deep and slow. Let go. Let go. Letting go, my friend. I want you to take a moment to see if you can roll over to one side and up into a seated position. Try not to overthink. Just slowly roll over to one side and ease up. If you want to grab a blanket or two, that is up to you. Sit, just like we did in the beginning. And notice the openness. Notice maybe the vastness, the emptiness, the less, and how glorious. Welcome to our final meditation. let go. The hands,